Yo, Jenny Gang, what it do? So we are back for another Jenny Gang YouTube production. Like the video if you rock with me. Share the video, subscribe to my channel. So I gotta admit, I am watching the missing submarine or whatever you call it story. And I just gotta say, y'all, I'm not rich. I ain't hit a million or a billion. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that's priceless is common fucking sense. All right? We don't bash the dead on here. We don't push the death agenda because that's just, we don't do that over here. But y'all, I'm going to say, I hope these 5 people who are on that machine make it back to the surface alive and well. But I'm going to also say it is very unlikely. So if you don't know about this story, there are people who are still fascinated with the Titanic. Now, I watched the movie. I loved it. I was all up in it. It's a fascinating story, but I'm not really trying to go past the movie. I don't even really like cruises. I don't like the water like that. It's good to look at. It's, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a scary place. Now, I won a couple of trips from my job a few years back or whatever. You had to go on those trips or either you have to come into work. And no way with me being number one salesman was I going to come to work and I want a trip. So I have been on a cruise to Jamaica, but I was afraid just because of shit like this in the Titanic. So for starters, y'all, it was $250,000 per seat or per person to go on this trip. 5 people, including a Pakistani billionaire, or he's from a rich family, but somebody on there, I believe, was a billionaire. But he brought his 19-year-old son with him, the guy from Pakistan. So there's kind of a kid on this thing, y'all. So they go down 13,000 feet into the ocean, right? Just from watching it these last few hours. The best scuba diver, or not best, the person who went the lowest went down like 1,094 feet successfully. Okay, 1,094 feet. This thing to get down to the Titanic is 13,000 feet. The ocean goes pitch black. Hold on. Watch this. That's what the ocean does. I'm just trying to give y'all the visuals. This is how I think about things. The ocean goes pitch black at 3,000 and something feet, right? All right, y'all get my point. Let me turn my light back on. So, I ain't never seen a desire so strong for something that kind of almost seems like it's guaranteed not to go right. So, this gonna be a story, y'all. I don't like to harp on stories on YouTube. I know that's kind of how it goes. I don't like to do that, but y'all ain't gotta worry about that on this situation. I'm gonna harp on it. I'm gonna bring so many videos. And especially because there's only like there was only like 4 days of air supply on this trip, right? Thursday morning, that air is gonna run out. So they have about 30 more hours of oxygen. Y'all, that's if things haven't already went wrong. From my understanding, there are flammable things inside of that submarine vessel. With how far they went down, even if they were able to get, like, let's say a window or something open, which they can't, at that depth, you would be obliterated. because you're so deep in the ocean. Like, I don't even understand scientifically how that happens. But y'all, it's really no good circumstances other than the fact that they cannot find the submarine. So it's like no news is good news, kind of, the, sort of. And the fact that they still have 30 hours plus, with they have air left. So we really don't know, but we know. You know what I'm saying? The trip would have taken 10 hours to get down there to the bottom, 2.5 hours down, and then I guess they look around for a long time, and then 2.5 hours back up. They lost this dang on submarine within an hour and 45 minutes. Something just went wrong with the signal. The dude who is kind of like big up in this submarine vessel and so hyped about it, I think he is kind of to blame. He seemed very stupid. Okay, you can have, the point I made to y'all at the beginning of the video, you can have $1 billion and still be stupid. He was stupid. He was arrogant, doing interviews telling them how much the submarine costs, and then bragging about the fact that you can control it with a remote control from Amazon. Then he showed some lights, cheap ass lights or something like that. Why would you have such a serious machine going on what is such a serious mission to some, and you got this shit? You're supposed to have some Apple shit. I don't even know who make I don't know who makes submarine parts, but I just know it need to be the highest tech of the highest tech stuff. Ain't nothing should be on that submarine from Amazon, especially not no damn remote. And then I'm reading comments of people who play games with the remote. They say the batteries in that remote don't even last long. So, they making jokes. There's a lot of jokes going on, y'all. I don't make fun of death. I'm simply highlighting the fact that this is just stupid from the beginning. Like, there's a lot of things I want to see, but like, I ain't trying to take a risk like this. And I just don't understand what could make somebody want to take that risk. The text messages from some of the people who went out, the last text messages, they were so excited. Finally, this day has come. But what day is it? We don't know yet. By Thursday, we'll know, kind of if they're still trying to do a rescue or if they are just doing a recovery. And by recovery, y'all know, I mean recovering the bodies and whatever's left over. As far as the Titanic goes, I seen a comment. I seen a lot of interesting comments I really wanted to read, but some of them say the Titanic is still claiming lives 100 some odd years later. Someone says the Titanic was symbolic for snatching the lives of rich people who didn't give a fuck about anybody else. It's symbolic for that, right? And it's kind of looking really weird right now. You got a bunch of rich people that was on the Titanic. You see how that went out? Their money could not save them. Same thing with these people. They're down the bottom of the ocean or wherever they're at, like thinking, I got this, I got that, but I cannot get out of here. Can y'all think about them? Y'all, just think about lighter stuff like using the bathroom. You in a submarine that's the size of a small minivan with 5 people. Another comment said that they're basically human tuna floating around. YouTube got some cold folks, y'all. Like, I don't know what type of folks be on this app. One day we'll get into what they said about my big brother when he passed. I had to quickly get myself together. But this shit is crazy. I'm into this type of stuff, y'all. Like to watch like tsunamis and shit like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap this one up because it'll be long, because that's how my mind is just all into this. But let me know if you're following the story. Let me know if you agree with me The money can't buy common sense. You know, we all should strive to be, I believe, as wealthy as we can be, but you still should keep your brain and continue. If you got up to that much money, you have made some great decisions in life. Or you might have sold your soul. I don't really know, but shouldn't just be diving to the ocean to see something. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about the video and this situation. Y'all think, don't say nothing about what y'all think to people. I'm hoping the people are still alive. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all on the next video.